This
Recording session.
conference will now be recorded.
Sorry, I have forgot to record. I will record the session now. Okay. Anyway, we are still discussing the previous class thing, so no need to worry. Fine. It is a syntax-oriented language. We need to uh, write everything in a syntax manner to the program into to the system such that it can understand what actually we are conveying to the system to make it understand. We will know what actually the syntax is also. It is not a problem. It is a portable program, so that such that if you type it in one program, if you type it in one system, if you type it in one system, and if you want to use it in another system also, it is okay. Second. Fine. C is the basis for many other programming languages like Java, C++, and Perl. Okay, so we have already discussed that C is the mother language to learn some other programming languages. Okay. C is one of the earliest languages to be learned. C has a wide varieties of standard libraries and header files and inbuilt functions like this. Okay, we just have a look. We are having different types of header files and we are having different types of files. I mean function names. These are just it's few among what we have actually. We are having more number of header files and we are having more number of libraries and we are having more number of functions actually. We are listing out a few for your reference which are going to be used much frequently. Okay. Next. We have already discussed about this importance of C language. We have seen applications of C programming language. Okay. Okay, fine. This is what actually the different steps of a C program. How we can write a C program and what is happening in the C program. How we are going to do compilation. What we are going to do after compilation. Okay, initially, if you want to understand, I will simply say you one small. Let us see one small example of a program so that you can understand what we have discussed in our last class. You people know this editor, right? This is nothing but MS DOS or simply DOS box or Turbo C, whatever you say, whatever you can call it, it is not a problem. This is an editor which we use to type our C programming language into the system. Okay, we are going to convey our thing into this editor such that this editor will take care of the thing what we type and it will make understand the computer what we want to convey to the system, to the computer. Okay, now for example, I want to display a message called welcome to Isha. Okay, if I directly write this and if I want this to be displayed, sorry, if I want to display this particular information on the screen, it is not possible. This is what I have typed is welcome to Isha. This is not understandable to the system. So I must make understand that I am writing something and it must be displayed on the screen. Okay. For that, what can I do is I need to use some sort of function print like this and closing brace and a semicolon. So I have given the information what I need to be displayed in a printf statement. Printf statement is simply nothing but print format statement. Okay, this print format statement will take the message what you want to display on the screen and it will display it on the screen of the computer. Again, I am repeating again, we are having some message to be displayed on the screen. The message is simply nothing but welcome to Isha. Okay, this welcome to Isha needs to be displayed on the screen by this particular editor. Okay, and we are writing it in the C programming language such that we are going to use some sort of syntax to make understand what actually we want to display. We are going to have some sort of predefined functions. Okay, this predefined function print format function is there to display the message what you want to display on the screen. What you are giving, it will simply take it and it will display it on the screen. Okay, fine. Printf welcome to Isha is the statement what I want to display. Now, if I try to display this printf welcome to Isha, whatever the content present in this double quotes, inside the double quotes means welcome to Isha will alone be printed. Rest printf, this yellow closing opening brace and closing brace and this semicolon will not be displayed. Whatever the information that is given in the double quotes will alone be printed. Rest all will be eliminated. Okay. Again, if you feel that this is enough to display on the screen, it is a big blunder mistake what you people are doing. The programming language, the compiler, the editor, what you are typing, it will not be satisfied or it will not understand what you have written here. So what we need to write is we need to write some sort of other statements that you are going to display something into onto the screen. Okay, for that we need to make understand that this is a C program and from here the program is going to start. For that, what you are going to do is you are going to write main followed by opening curly brace followed by closing curly brace. Okay. Now, what is the use of this main function? Just now we discussed whatever you want to write in a C program, everything it should be inside a function. So this main is simply nothing but a function. Okay. What is this main? This editor, the C program, the system will check where is the main function in this particular thing what we have typed. From that part, it will start considering that this is the start of the program and followed by this open brace, open flower brace, and it will assume that whatever the thing inside this flower brace, it should be executed and it should be displayed. Okay, till where it will be executing and till where it will be displaying is like till it covers the closing flower brace. Okay, so this main function is simply nothing but it denotes the start of this program. Fine. If you think this is enough to write a C program, again it is not necessary. I mean, it is not sufficient. We must still again, we are still again to make sure that we are writing a C program. We need to do some, we need to give some other statements like hash would stdio.h. What is this hash include stdio.h? Okay, now std standard input and output files. This printf is an output type of function. Okay, whatever we are writing here inside the function, main function, it is linked to some other thing what is present outside the main function. It will take that information from other thing and it will start executing. So this hash include stdio.h will be having this printf statements files what it should be used for displaying the content. Okay. So this is how we can write a simple C program. Now we will try to compile the C program and after that we will execute the C program. What is this compile and what is this execute? Executing this particular C program, you people might get it out. We are writing a C program, fine. What we are going to do here is what we have written, it is correct or not, we are going to check it. Means we are going to compile this particular program. While compiling, what does the system say? What does this particular editor say? This particular editor will say that is this particular program typed by the user is correct or is it understandable to the computer or not. That is what it is going to say. We are having something called as compile here, and we are having something called as a run. We will see what each and every tab is here. We will see later on. As of now, this particular small program we are typed it here, and what we are going to do is we are going to compile the program and we are going to run the program. Okay. If you want to access this, you can type Alt C. You can find compile, or you can use simply the shortcut Alt F9. I will click on this. I find one warning and I find 0 errors. I will click enter. Okay. I got some warning message that a function should return a value. Okay. I won't consider the warning messages whatever I get. I will simply skip it. No need to worry about that. Okay. We can worry only about the error statements when you are typing the program. Okay. Now I want to run the program. Alt R, Control F9. I will simply go here and press enter. The program is executed. Now run is simply nothing but executing the program. Okay. Where is the result? The result is not displayed automatically. The result is already displayed, but it is not automatically displayed on the screen. So what should I do and where that particular result will be? I must see that. To see the result, I must press Alt F5. This is what I do. Welcome to Isha. One second. I will say what actually is this so that you can understand. Okay. Now I have included a statement CLR SCR. CLR SCR is simply nothing but a clear screen. Okay, clear screen. Whatever the content that is about to be displayed on the screen, by clearing the screen first, it will start display the message in the program. Okay, this CLR SCR function is present in this conio.h header file. Okay, so I have used this one. We will see again in the coming sessions. Now I have compiled it. I find 0 errors and one warning. Okay, now I am going to run that particular thing. Control F9. The program has been executed, and to see the result, Alt F5. Welcome to Isha. This is what the statement is present in the program. Welcome to Isha. Okay, this is what actually simple C program is. Okay, suppose I will make this particular hash include conio.h as a comment, such that this particular statement will not be present, and if I compile it, it will throw me an error. Function CLR SCR should have a prototype, means that particular CLR SCR is there in the program, but I cannot find its base header file or base file in the C library. Okay, for example, you people are going to a library to take a book. Okay. What you are going to do is you are going to the reception of the library and you people are requesting that you have come here to take some book. Okay, they will say that there is a book available in the library and it is present in that particular particular block like that. They will say like that. It is present in that particular rack in that particular block. It is there. So what they are conveying is that they are giving you some sort of link where that particular book is available. So we are coming here, CLR SCR is present, but the C program will check for the base file where it is present. Hash include conio.h. It will search for the base file where it is in the library. This is the base file present in the library conio.h and stdio.h. stdio.h is the base file for printf statement and scanf statement. We will see what is that scanf statement and all so that we can understand more clearly. And we are having some other file called as a conio.h. This conio.h is a file which is used for this CLR, SCR, and some sort of getch functions which we are going to use in our coming sections. Okay, fine. Now I will compile the program. No error. Okay, we will clear this warning also so that we can be comfortable. It is expecting that it should return a value. What is this return a value? This particular function should return a value. It is asking like that. So I will give it like this. Right? See, void. By using void, this particular C program, what we are typing, will have some sort of value that needs to be displayed on this such that it will not be stopped anywhere. Okay, and I'm running the program. I have run the program, the result is executed, and I can find it on the display by pressing Alt F5. Welcome to Isha. That's it. Okay. This is what our small program is. Fine, we will come back to our slides. Fine. What we have done here, we have opened the editor, we have gone to the new, we have opened the menu, and we have typed the program, and we didn't save it actually. I will save it now. Okay. Alt F, new, open, save. I will press save. Okay. By removing content field this till bin, you can save the file. I am going to give a small first program, first.c. The file what you are saying, it must be always saved with an extension .c file. Okay. So the file name what I have given here is a small first.c. Okay. I will press OK. My file is being saved with the file small file first.c. Okay. Fine. You always need to save the file with an extension of .c. We just discussed. If you are going to do some sort of changes in the program, what actually we are having, okay, and if you have done some other changes in the program, you can save it like save as. Okay, you know that one. Step 2 is like compiling the program. Compiling the program means what you are doing, the program what you have typed, you need to check whether it is correct or not. Okay, to check it, we are going to compile the program. Compiling is simply nothing but pressing Alt and F9 key, both at the same time. Or simply you can go to compile and you can press compile there. Okay. And after compiling, if you find that there are no errors, and if you find some sort of warnings, you can ignore the warnings and you can start executing the program. To execute the program, what you are going to do is you are going to press Ctrl and F9 key both at the same time. Okay, by pressing this, your program will be getting executed and you can start displaying the, you can find the result which is executed by the program on the screen. How you can find that particular result is like pressing Alt F5. Now I will go back to the program again. Okay, fine. Now I have written a small program, and if I run the program, the output is not displayed on the screen automatically. To do that, what I will do is I will write one another small function to automatically display this particular information. Welcome to Isha on the screen automatically without pressing Alt F5. Okay, now I'm going to compile the program. Zero warnings and zero errors. See, after pressing Control F9, Control F9 I am pressing. Okay, I will do this. Alt R. I will simply press Enter. I don't press Alt F5. See, the information, whatever I want to display is automatically getting displayed on the screen without pressing Alt F5. Okay. So if we write this getCH function, the result what you are supposed to display on the screen, it will be getting displayed on the screen automatically without pressing Alt F5. Okay. Next, fine. We have written a small program. In that small program, we found a main function. Okay, a curly brace and another closing curly brace. In that, we have written some sort of printf statement. Okay, we have written some sort of printf statement, CLR, get ch and all. Okay, you can see this as a reference and you can compare it with the skeleton. Okay, we have written some sort of hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h. Okay, those are called as preprocessor directives. Okay, please understand this is some sort of important thing what we are discussing now. I am repeating again. This is the skeleton of the C program. Okay, in this skeleton of the C program, you can find a preprocessor directive, the main function and all. Okay, we have just typed a small program. In that small program, we have the contents what we are looking here. Okay, this preprocessor directives are nothing but this hash include stdio.h, hash include conio.h and all. Okay, and we are having a main function also. We have this void main here also. Okay, and we have written few statements inside the main function. They are called as local variables, or simply they are called as statements here. We don't have any variables declared here. We will see what actually a variable is all in the next coming slide so that we can understand. Okay, now so this skeleton of the C program is containing preprocessor directives, functions, variables, statements, and comments. Okay, this is what actually the program is. We have written this one, we have written this function, we have written some other statements, and we have closed it. We didn't write this int y, we didn't write this scanf number. We will see that what is that and all. Okay. We will go to the program again. I will go to Alt F. I am taking a new file again. Now I will start from the beginning of the program how it should. Hash include stdio.h, hash include comio.h. Okay, next void main. Next flower brace should open. Next, it should always end. Okay, in between we need to write some sort of statements what a program should contain. Now, what we will do here is we will write a small program which can add two numbers. Okay, and you want those two numbers to be displayed on the screen. Okay, we are discussing about two numbers, and we are going to add those two numbers, and those two numbers should be displayed on the screen. Fine. We will write the displaying part first. To display to display the number, we are going to use a printf statement what we have just discussed. Printf sum of two numbers. Okay, fine. What numbers are you going to give? Okay, suppose we are going to give two numbers, 2 and 3, and I will give a semicolon. Fine. If you give like this, will the C programming, will the compiler, will the editor be in a position to accept what you are giving? Will the system be in a position to understand? No, the system will not be in a position to understand. So what you can do is you must tell the computer that what type of information you are passing. The information what you are passing is a number, means 1, 2, 3 numbers. So this number should be denoted by a keyword called as int. Okay, this keyword int is called as a data type. Okay, data type. What type of data you are passing? So we call this int as a data type. Okay, so int 2 comma 3. If you give like this, again the computer will not be in a position to understand. For that, what you can do is you must pass this 2 and 3 values into some other variables, and you need to perform addition operation, or you need to perform subtraction or multiplication or division, whatever it might. Okay, so I will pass this value 2 into a variable a equal to 2. This says that value 2 is moved to a variable a of data type integer. Okay, repeating again. Now I'm repeating the entire program again. Now what we are doing here is we are adding two numbers. Directly, if we give the two numbers, the system will not be in a position to understand. So these two numbers should be moved into some variable, okay, or identifier. We call it as an identifier or a variable. Here a is called as an identifier or variable. Okay, these values will be moved into identifier or variable, and this we must convey to the system, to the compiler, to the editor that we are using this particular a identifier as integer data type. Integer data type represents what kind of data type it is. This is of integer data type. Integer data type is simply nothing but having the values 1, 2, 3 numbers, having number values. Okay, so this a variable, a identifier will have data type of integer type values. So a will be having 2 and B will be having 3. So what I can do now is I can add A and B and I can see the result. Fine. Printf of sum of two numbers is is A plus B. I can write it like this, or C equal to A plus B. I can write like this also. So I can write C directly here. Okay, if we do like this, it won't display the result which is present in C. Now A has a 2, B has 3. So if we add 2 plus 3, we get 5. 5 will be getting displayed, 5 will be moved to C variable of data type int. So what we can do here is we need to display, we need to declare a C variable also in integer type of data type. What we are doing here is we are taking three variables. We are passing two value in A variable. We are passing three value in B variable, and we are adding A plus B variables, and we are moving this value 5 or result 5 into C variable of integer data. Okay, fine. Now, if we want to display this, again, this statement is not in. What we need to have is we need to have some sort of display representative that needs to be used while displaying the integer type of data. To display the integer type of data, we are going to use percentage %d. We will see what is this percentage %d and all in the next coming slides so that you can understand. Generally, in a simple way, if you are using integer type of data type here, you need to use percentage %d. Okay, so if I compile now, I must not get any error. I didn't get any error now. Good. Now I will run the program. If I run the program, what should be the output? The result A plus B should be moved. That is what 2 plus 3 must be moved to the variable C, and that should be displayed. Fine. And finally, I will write this statement. For what I am writing this statement? I am writing this statement to automatically display the output on the screen. Okay. Now I will compile it again for your sake and control F9 to run. Welcome to Isha. Okay, that is old program. Clear screen. Okay, clear screen is simply nothing but it will clear the screen first and it will display the result. Alt F9. So we are displaying only the result. Okay. Now we must know which values the result is this, which numbers result is this. For that, what we can do is sum of two numbers, percentage %d and percentage %d, means we are displaying a value and we are displaying a and b values also here, and we are result we are displaying the result also. So what we can do here is a comma b comma c. Now if you see this result, it will be little bit meaningful for you. Just see the result, and we're running the program. Sum of two numbers 2 and 3 is 5. It doesn't mean that 2 and 3 are constant. We can change the numbers anytime. It is up to us. Okay. We are taking A as 4 and B as 3. What happens if we are going to simply say that sum of two numbers 2 and 3 is 5 like that? It won't be meaningful, right? So I will compile it. I will write. Sum of the two numbers 4 and 3 is 7. Right? The result is correct. Okay, so what we have done now is we have taken two numbers, we have added those two numbers, and we are displaying those two numbers result on the screen. Okay, so A and B have some numbers 4 and 3, and we are adding this 4 and 3, and we are moving that particular result to a C variable. Okay, and we are displaying the result. Now instead of writing C here directly, you can write it like this also. It it also makes sense. The result will be the same. Okay. See here, no change in the result. So no need of using a third variable when you are adding two numbers. You can directly write the two variables by using some operator what you are supposed to do. Okay. Now, if I want to do subtraction of A and B, I will simply change this operator, and subtraction of sub of two numbers I will see now. Control F9. Subtraction of two numbers 4 and 3 is 1, right? Am I correct? 4 minus 3 is 1, right? Fine. Next, let's see multiplication. Multiplication of two numbers is A into B. Into is simply nothing but star here. Okay, I will compile it, no errors. I will run it. 4 into 3 is 12. 4 3s are 12, right? Fine. Similarly, if we want to do some sort of division, okay, F9, control F9. The result is 1, right? It is not displaying the fractional values, means it is not displaying the result in 1 point something something like that. We are truncating the value to 1. Why? Because we are displaying the value of integer type int. If we use some other type like fractional values that we want to display, we need to use some other type of data type. Okay, okay, fine. If we are going to use float type of data type, that is nothing but a float type data type will display the values of fractional values. Okay, float. Fine. Save this. Fine. A and B variables are of integer type. C variable is of float type. Float type is simply nothing but which can hold the values of fractional values. Fractional values in the sense 1.03, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, like that. Okay. So if we want to display this C value of float type of fractional value, you can't use a D here. You need to use F here. Integer means D, float means F. Okay. Now I will compile. No errors. I will run it. It is showing some sort of mistake. Okay. Fine. Some error here. Okay, I will try. I will check it and I will update you. Some sort of things happen like this when we are using editors, different editors. Okay, we are using Turbo C. We will face some sort of things here. Okay, no need to worry about that. Okay, as of now, you simply understand this integer also as you see, and we will see in the next coming slides. We can make it clear. Okay. This is what actually our small program is actually. What we are going to do here is we are writing into y. Okay. We are and we are taking x and y, and we are going to simply add the value. Okay. We will see what is this scanner statement and all in the next session so that you can understand clearly. Okay. For today, we will wind up this session. Okay, so that we can have some sort of continuity in the next class. From this here, we will start. If I start a new topic now, the time will not be sufficient. So for that sake, I am stopping the class now. Okay, today we will end the class. We will have a new topic in the next. Okay? Any questions, please? Any questions? Is the thing okay what I am discussing? Is it okay? Can I go little bit faster, or the way what I am teaching is okay for you? If you let me know so that I can move further. Okay, fine. We will continue in the same tempo, and we will start in the next class. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm stopping the recording.